Hey, John Hope Bryant. So you don't think that civil rights is as great a challenge as civil rights? You don't think that maybe that class and poverty is not as big of an issue as race and the color line was in the 1950s? That a movement in the suites is as important as a movement in the streets? Those things are connected. Of course, without civil rights, you would not have any civil rights. Civil rights is what I have coined and what Operation Hope has promoted around a new movement, from the streets to the suites. Let me give you one data point to think about. So, and this is so deep. The gap in education, with higher education in particular, college education, is wider today based on class than it was in 1955 based on race. I'm going to repeat that. The gap in educational attainment is wider today based on class than it was in 1955 based on racial divisions. So the top 1% in elite universities have much more engagement, much more acceptance than the bottom 60% who can't get into these colleges and universities. So does it mean that the bottom 60% are dumber? Of course not. It means that those at the top have more privilege and more opportunity. And so we have got to understand that the new color, increasingly, is green. Now, I'm talking about the U.S. currency. Whether you're white, black, red, brown, or yellow, you need some more green. And increasingly, no matter what race you are, you're living from paycheck to paycheck in America and around the world. You're just struggling to make ends meet. You got too much money into your money. And the recent college entrance scandal seems to suggest that almost everything is for sale. So, and that's a problem, by the way. Is it? Are we talking about morals or money? Everything cannot be for sale, people. We cannot just be a society based on how you get paid. And really, capital actually comes from the Latin root word capitas, which means knowledge in the head. It comes from my book, The Memo, the bestseller that I wrote last. I'm writing my new book now. This is the work of Operation Hope. It's getting you some financial literacy, getting you some aspirational attainment, giving you giving you the advantage of knowing more, knowing better so you can do better. And even if you can't get that higher degree, that higher educational attainment, and by the way, I've got a GED degree out of high school, which Chris Rock calls a good enough diploma. But I have two or three honorary doctorate degrees and a advanced certificate from Harvard, and people are trying to get me to come to the universities all the time because of my practical knowledge. And of course, we've achieved enormous success at my group of companies in Operation Hope. So you can do whatever you want to do, and no one can tell you what you cannot do, and the only person who can hold you down is you. But you've got to see yourself as valuable and important, and we've got to reimagine our lives. And we have to understand that the new movement is going to take a different set of skills. It wasn't the shoulders down in the civil rights movement with a fist. It's going to be the neck up with the civil rights movement in your brain. And then it's using your brain and then operate your hands not as a fist, but as a writing utensil to write out that proposal and ultimately to cash that check. Peace and light. I'm out. John Hope Bryant. Write, comment, share, think, follow, and let's have a new movement of civil rights in the suites that follows civil rights in the streets. And tell your friends all about this movement. Tell them to follow this movement, and tell your friends and you to go to Operation Hope right today. Find a Hope Inside location near you across the country. We're the Starbucks of financial inclusion and uplift. We're raising credit scores 120 points in 24 months. Because nothing changes your life more than God or love than moving your credit score 120 points. Go get some silver rights for you. Even my little pixie here wants her silver rights. She's got her self-esteem intact. She's coming and get inside the video. Okay? Go get your silver rights. Go to Operation Hope today and get the empowerment you so rightly deserve. Isn't that right, Pixie? Bye. Bye.